dude here, and key switches here. What have I done? I've taken the spark plugs out of the engine and put seafoam in the cylinder heads, let it sit overnight, and I turned the motor over free, so I don't have a locked up motor. Now I'm just going to get in here, and I don't know if I'll be able to complete it before it gets dark, but try to get this steering column taken apart and get this ignition switch put in. So we'll see how that goes. Basically, what we're looking at here, and I'm not for sure, but I know I need to take this bolt out here to get this cover off and see how accessible it is to get to the switch over here, which is going to be down below. I'm not really sure. I've got an idea how to get it, if I can get to the back of it, how to get the ignition switch still out of it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to have to take the steering wheel off and all that stuff or not. So let me pull some bolts out here and we'll see where we're at. So I took the bolt out of the bottom of the column, and apparently that doesn't do it. I went ahead and loosened the collar, or the column itself, and I'm about to remove the steering wheel. You got to pry up the little black button with just a thin screwdriver, pop it up. You got to unconnect the horn wire, and then there's three bolts here, or Phillips screws, that you have to do to remove the horn ring. Alright guys, I got the wheel off, just took the center nut off of it, and it popped right off. I didn't need a pull or anything. And then there were 4 screws all the way around the perimeters here I just undone, and I believe that this whole assembly is going to come out. So it's kind of where I'm at right now. Alright guys, this is like 2 or 3 days later. It got too dark and I got frustrated, so I had to figure out what I was going to do. But basically, I found some information on the internet, and what I was failing to do once I got the steering wheel off was to disconnect these plugs. There's 2 of them that plugged in to the bottom of this mechanism on the bottom of the steering wheel, or on the steering column. Once those were disconnected, I could pull it up enough to disconnect these tubes that go to the, I guess, the windshield washers. And so after I got those undone, it just slid right up as a mechanism. So I'm pretty excited about that. One thing I'm disappointed about is that my bus has an anti-theft column in it. And so basically, let me point in here, let me get a pointer. Normally you would be able to get like a hook with a hanger on it and slide down and poke in a hole right here, remove the ignition switch, and then slide another one in. Mine, you actually have to gonna have to drill a hole in it to get it where it will release, where we can take it out. So a little frustrating, but getting it done. I'm not gonna give up. Just baby steps towards getting the the bus back on the road. So, all right guys, so after undoing the bolt at the back of the mount for the steering column, it slid forward, and then I was able to pull off this whole mechanism here. So now I just need to take the screws out of the bottom of it and drill it out and put my ignition switch in it. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Alright guys, need some good light here. I drilled the hole and had to tap on it for a little bit. It was corroded a little bit into the hole, the actual other key switch. So I tapped on it and kind of turned it a little bit with some pliers, and finally it slid out, and the other one slid and snapped back in. And so we're good to go to start putting this thing back together. I'm going to do a little cleanup on it, get some, so I can get some grease and stuff on this bearing. And yeah, halfway there. Now I actually have to try to put it back together. Alright, so after routing up these hoses, there's 2 hoses, and you can tell which one goes to which just because that when you pull one off, one of them on the top edge of it will have a little indentation to it that the other one will not, and it looks obvious where they go. Just put the switch back in. I've cleaned all of the electrical connections on it, and then I'm going to go ahead and button it down and kind of go on to the next step. Alright guys, so I'm getting it all back together. but I have an issue with steering wheels not wanting to go all the way down. I've tried it in every position. I'm going to go in and hit the forums and see if I can find out some information regarding it. I mean, it's on there far enough that it'll actually turn the wheels of the car, but it's not on. I can't get it to go on. I tried to tighten it with the nut. I don't want to strip anything out, so just making a smart decision, investigate a little bit, and then we'll see if we can get this wheel on. Alright guys, had a little bit of delay, had to run down to Lowe's and get a washer. This thing, it had a missing washer on it, so I couldn't torque it without it. Showed that it was supposed to be there, so we'll put this on there and tighten it up. One of the things that's kind of got me off guard a little bit is how high the steering wheel is. I don't know if it's right or not. Sure does seem like a big space. Okay, I figured out my problem. I hadn't tightened this up yet, the bolts that go underneath the dash, and that's why the steering wheel seems so high. So, yeah, live and learn. Alright. Huh? Yeah, they're on. Well, does the brake lights work when I push that? Okay. Alright. Okay. Well. Alright, here we go. Just a switch. Alright, so we got moving wiper arms. Sweet. We got headlights and we got tail lights. Let's go ahead and kill these. Slow speed, high speed, slow speed, off. Okay, we checked the headlights. Let's go for the old horn. No horn. Here's the scary one. We are neutral. See if it turns over. Okay. Right now we've got the plugs out of it, so it's turning free, but we'll see. Here it goes. Turn it. Okay, that's good. All right, let's turn it over. Another step. We'll see what's next.